Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in a world where money is not a concern, but a reflection of your inner power? Neville Goddard invites us to explore a revolutionary perspective on wealth and taxes, suggesting a road less traveled towards abundance. In this video, you will discover how a deep connection with your being can attract not only wealth but also the right people and opportunities into your life. Goddard asserts that only those aligned with the same force that guides him can understand and apply this knowledge. Prepare to unlock the secret of possessing so much wealth that taxes become irrelevant, through the power of your imagination. Welcome back. Since I and the source of my being are one, and I have summoned everyone in my life through my powerful imagination. Moreover, learn to pray with true emotion. Master this art that will transform your desired reality into your world. Stop seeing your goals as something distant, external to you. Imagine that you have already reached your objective, that you are already immersed in it. By placing yourself within your dream and feeling it as your present reality, you are praying in a way that you do not yet know, and you do not need to know. Your dream will materialize. You can become the person you want to be when you learn to pray in this way, with emotion, feeling the reality of your future now. Our essence, which is our imagination, does not know eternal death. We are beings of imagination, transitioning from one existence to another, from one body to another, from one situation to another without end. We are the Jesus mentioned in the scriptures, who descended into this world of Caesar with the purpose of, through this individuality, seeking and returning to the totality, to the whole. While we remain here, we must bear the cost of our stay in the world of Caesar, in the material world. We can criticize politicians and complain about taxes, but politicians will remain as they are, and taxes will continue to be collected. So, the only thing left is to position ourselves in such a way that we have so much money that it becomes irrelevant how much politicians take or how much we pay in taxes. To exemplify this concept, I now recall an anecdote about President Kennedy and his father, who, having accumulated a fortune of almost $500,000, began to worry about his children's expenses and mentioned it during a dinner. To which the young Kennedy replied, "The only solution is for you to earn more money." Observe how a mind focused on abundance and not on scarcity operates. The young Kennedy did not consider reducing his expenses or changing his lifestyle, but demanded more from his source, in this case, his father, knowing that there was abundance. A friend told me that his mother always said to him that, when needing to spend his last money, he should think of that amount as a dry leaf to detach from, still having an entire forest from which to provide for himself. It is a very similar vision to that of Kennedy, in fact. And if one knows how to pray correctly, all money spent can return multiplied. This is because, if we understand that everything around us is a product of our imagination and that there are no limits to imagination, then there are also no limits to the amount of money we can possess or spend. If you still desire something, stop desiring it now. Stop seeing it as a longing, but as something you already have or already are. Let your only desire regarding it be to keep it in your life, not to reach it, because you should already feel in possession of it. And do not waste time criticizing or finding faults. Identify with the best and possess the best. If you have a life, live it in the best way possible. We are here to assist you in that. The story of Kennedy and his father is not only an example of how to face financial concerns from a mindset of abundance but also a lesson on how the limitations we perceive in our lives are, to a large extent, self-imposed. Kennedy's response to his father not only reflects an unwavering confidence in the possibility of generating more wealth but also a profound understanding that we are the architects of our reality through the power of our imagination. This understanding leads us to a deeper truth: our outer reality is a reflection of our inner state. If we see ourselves as limited beings, subject to external circumstances and at the mercy of political decisions, then that will be the reality we experience. On the other hand, if we recognize ourselves as beings of unlimited imagination, capable of creating and transforming our reality, then the possibilities become infinite. The practice of praying with emotion, as Goddard teaches us, is not an act of petition to an external entity, but a process of alignment with the desired state. By feeling the reality of our dream as if it were already manifested, we move from desire to possession, from hope to certainty. This practice teaches us that there is no separation between us and our desires, except the one we establish ourselves through our doubts and fears. The invitation to identify with the best and to live our life in the best possible way is, in essence, a call to recognize our divinity and to exercise our creative power. Life is not something that happens to us, but something that we create at every moment with our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. By choosing love, generosity, nobility, and gratitude as the pillars of our existence, we not only transform our personal life but also contribute to the creation of a more harmonious and compassionate world. Goddard's teaching reminds us that we are actors on the stage of life, but we are also the scriptwriter and the director. Each one of us has the power to choose the role we want to play and to write the story of our life according to our highest ideals. Reality is malleable and responds to our imagination and conviction. In this journey of self-discovery and conscious creation, it is crucial to remember that we are not alone. We are part of a whole, connected with others and with the universe in ways that we are just beginning to understand. By recognizing this interconnection, we realize that by improving our lives, we also contribute to the collective well-being. The new and improved life we seek begins with a change in our perception, with the decision to see the world not as a place of limitations and scarcity, but as a stage full of possibilities and abundance. By dwelling in our imagination and aligning our deepest desires with our emotional state, we open the doors to a reality where taxes, financial concerns, and any other limitation become irrelevant in the face of the magnitude of our creative capacity. It is much simpler to be noble, generous, loving, and educated than to be a critic who constantly finds faults in everything. If others choose to live that way, so be it, but you must differentiate yourself. If you are here listening to me now, it is because you are seeking a new and improved life. Therefore, understand that this new and better life begins with you identifying with what is noble and superior. And you will not be able to perceive these things while immersing yourself in a critical or judgmental spirit. Choose the role you want to play in this work called life. Do not wait until the end to discover the truth. The reality is that the one who stars on the stage and their co-stars are all one. Just as they are part of a single body, the audience and the director of this work, yes, we all form a single entity, and we must dwell in our imagination.